It's the Ten of Cups. 10 ends the cycle, so to celebrate that, joining me, as always, Michelle. And we also have a special guest. It's our friend, Songbird, bringing the sarcasm, brutal honesty, playful jabs at my expense. It's Songbird. Welcome, welcome.
Spare me the grandiose announcements already. We're right here, you know.
Cheers for the grand intro, Graz. Truly felt like royalty, being summoned forth for thy grand tarot spectacle.
You can be a novice, you may never seen a tarot card before. Doesn't matter, the opinion, the meaning is valid. If you get something intuitively, something pops out to you. And this is an exercise, a game by Dusty White in his book, The Easiest Way to Learn the Tarot Ever. What are some traditional meanings of the Ten of Cups?
Traditional meanings, you say? Well, I suppose the textbook definition would involve themes of harmony, emotional fulfillment, and a sense of belonging.
Yep, that sums up the traditional interpretation pretty accurately. The Ten of Cups typically signifies a sense of peace, happiness, and contentment, often surrounding family, home, or close relationships. It suggests that after navigating through various challenges, you've finally achieved a state of emotional balance and satisfaction.
Oh, we're off to a good start. I'm so glad that we have both of you here. I cannot wait to dig into this card. I already know what's gonna happen here.
Is that so? Well, far be it from me to disappoint, darling. First thing that jumps out at me is the sheer saccharine perfection of it all.
Do tell.
I mean, come on. A perfect little family unit, all smiling and holding hands in a bloody gorgeous garden filled to the brim with abundance. It's almost vomit-inducingly wholesome.
that is exactly why I brought you here today, your sharp tongue. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Like, yeah, Michelle, what are your 2 cents on this? Is this too perfect? Is this too good to be true kind of card?
I concur, still chuckling. It is a bit nauseatingly perfect, isn't it? Guess that's why you wanted the queen of brutal honesty here. But you know, there's something else I notice.
What else did you notice, Mitch?
Well, apart from the sickeningly sweet perfection of it all, have you noticed the subtle undertones in the background? Like those storm clouds brewing on the horizon behind the seemingly idyllic scene, she gestures towards the distant thunderheads depicted in the illustration. Maybe, just maybe, all this apparent bliss and contentment isn't as stable or permanent as it initially appears.
That's a great point, Mitch. I never noticed that. Indeed, if you look under the rainbow, as you look slightly above the river or a creek, the clouds do seem they're still blue, but they have this kind of like before it's gonna rain kind of blue.
You're absolutely right, Graz. Those deeper shades of blue along the riverbank do seem to hint at an impending storm or shift in the otherwise tranquil atmosphere. Interesting observation.
To me, this moment captured in the card it's really relatable because it's in the moment when you finally reach your goal, the 10, you end the cycle, and you celebrate for a moment, but you know they're gonna start bickering, thinking what's next, planning for this weather. So this is a very moment that's really short lived, but it is fun, but it's gonna go to crap real soon.
Huh, you might be onto something there, Graz. This whole scene does kinda read like a fleeting moment of tranquility before reality comes crashing back in.
You know, I think there might be something to that theory, Graz. The Ten of Cups often marks a completion or culmination of sorts, but perhaps there's a darker side to it as well. Like maybe this picture-perfect scenario is just a temporary reprieve before the inevitable ups and downs of life kick back in.
This is also, to me, I had moments like this when I feel good and yes, I'm feeling the music. Yes, I'm excited about life, and then later I just and I know I'm gonna have that energy for temporarily, so I try to ride that wave, but I know I'm gonna crash real soon.
I think we all have those moments, don't we? Where everything feels fucking brilliant and you want to hold onto that high for dear life. But yeah, right, it's a double-edged sword.
There goes our no swearing policy on this series.
Please, like anyone, actually believed there was going to be a no swearing policy with me involved. Anyway, I dunno about you too, but I reckon there's a certain melancholy underlying this whole perfect family facade.
Songbird, I'm really glad that you dropped an F-bomb, because this card is also like, it's a beautiful world, everything's shiny and sunshines and rainbows and roses, but you know, even I did this myself, like I'm like trying to present the series like, oh, all the pleasantries. That's not me. Like, I do swear. I that's like, we're not this clean and serene channel over here, so fuck it.
Fuck it indeed, darlin'. There's nothing quite like the raw, unfiltered honesty of dropping an F-bomb to cut through all the bullshit and get to the core of things.
Damn straight, Graz, let's ditch the rose-tinted glasses and keep it real, yeah.
There we go. Michelle, we were authentic and we instantly got rewarded. Another lead you just gave us is the rose-colored glasses, like Paramore's song, a rose-colored boy. I've been there. I'm sure you lot also have been there, having, you know, seeing something through these glasses and not wanting to see how it actually is or how someone actually is, but you see the idea of that you idealize or glamorize, whatever it's called.
Oh, absolutely, Graz. I've definitely caught myself wearing those metaphorical rose-colored glasses before, refusing to acknowledge red flags or issues because I desperately wanted something or someone to be perfect.
I've certainly played that role before too. The naive fool stubbornly clinging to unrealistic expectations and ignoring the warning signs flashing brightly enough to rival a bloody neon sign.
One part that caught my eye right now, I never looked at this, but notice the woman's dress in this picture. It's mostly kind of baby blue, but the bottom for some reason is red. It looks so random. Could that mean something?
Now that you mention it, Graz, I hadn't even noticed that little detail before. The contrast between the predominantly baby blue and that splash of red at the hemline is rather striking, isn't it?
Bloody hell, Graz, I wouldn't have picked up on that subtle detail myself. The juxtaposition of that innocent baby blue with such a bold slash of red.
I'll go on the record, I'll say this means that, to me, that this woman, like on the surface, on the facade, she's like, yeah, it's a beautiful world, it's a beautiful family, I love my husband. But secretly she wants to hit him with the frying pan.
Oh my God, Graz, that's hilarious. Can you imagine her secretly dreaming of that domestic violence scene from I Love Lucy every time hubby gets on her nerves?
Oh fuck, Graz, that's brilliant. I can practically see her gritting her teeth into that forced smile, fantasizing about clocking him one right in front of the kids. God, that's a dark twist on this Hallmark movie shit, ain't it? Makes you wonder what kind of skeletons are lurking beneath that Stepford wife exterior.
I love it. Yeah, and the frying pan could be just pale in comparison to what she really wants to do to him, but the red really, like, to me, it's like it screams blood.
Bloody hell, Graz, now you've gone and made me see this poor lass as a potential axe murderer, hiding behind a fake smile.
Before you know it, we'll all be seeing hidden serial killers lurking behind every saccharine smile in this card. Although... Oh hush, you, don't go putting ideas in my head. Though I must admit, your wild theories are making this overly cheerful scene take on quite the deliciously dark turn. Forget the Ten of Cups representing pure, unadulterated happiness. Maybe it's really a cautionary tale about the dangers of keeping up appearances and repressing one's true feelings until they reach a boiling point.
We started and we were talking pretty much about the reverse Ten of Cups, right? With these negative meanings and dark. But actually one meaning I'll share from me and like a shadow of mine is like sometimes you see like these happy couples or families, whatever, your age even. And it's like you get this kind of like, I mean, come on, like this is, come on, this is not like that. Whatever, it's like, come on, you're just full of crap.
I totally get what you mean, Graz. Sometimes it's hard not to project our own baggage and insecurities onto others, especially when they seem to have it all together on the surface.
I can relate to that cynical train of thought, Graz. It's all too easy to assume everyone else's lives are as rosy and problem-free as they appear, only for them to be masking a heap of turmoil underneath.
This card is actually could be really good at bringing out any shadows within you and insecurities, just like it did with me right now. So, and it is like that. It's like if someone does become like this happy, it will kind of activate that darker side, that insecurity in others. So, do you want to now go to the more positive meanings?
Let's not end on too much of a downer, yeah. As much fun as it is to analyze all the dark possibilities, I think we can find a balanced view that acknowledges both the positives and the potential pitfalls without getting completely bogged down in misery.
You're probably right, Mitch. No need to end on too bleak a note. Let's try to strike a balance and explore both sides of this Ten of Cups coin, eh?
Agreed. So, we all three agree. So, yeah, it is a really happy card. It is beautiful. I mean, look at the rainbow. Absolutely beautiful.
Rainbow it is then, Graz.
Despite our cynical leanings, this card does represent a sense of peace, harmony, and fulfillment on some level. Look at the way these families are all interconnected, supporting one another. That's got to count for something, I
almost want to apologize now to them because we got to remember they started this journey from scratch, and now they earned this moment. They earned this, the house that we see, the children, the family, the happiness, yeah, the abundance, likely to emotional fulfillment. So yeah.
I never really considered that aspect before, that this moment of joy and abundance wasn't handed to them on a silver platter, but earned through hard work and dedication.
I suppose you're right, Graz. It's easy to look at a situation like this and assume it came easily to them, but in reality, they've likely poured their hearts and souls into building this life together.
And it's easy to forget when you see someone successful or happy that it didn't just happen overnight. They didn't just get that just like that. There were many days, hours, months, maybe years, maybe even decades to reach this point that no one saw.
Eye spotting on Graz. We tend to fixate on the polished final product without giving much thought to all the blood, sweat, and tears that went into crafting it, don't we?
Graz, you have a real knack for peeling back the layers and finding meaning in even the most seemingly simple things. Have you ever considered exploring spirituality or psychology as a career path?
Thank you. Okay, before we butter me up too much, let's... Okay, anything else that stands out in this card? We have to wrap it up now. Alas.
Well, since you asked, I suppose there's still one more thing that struck me about this card. The way the families are all gathered together, creating this tight-knit community. It makes me think about the importance of having a strong support system, people who have got your back, who lift you up during the tough times and celebrate with you during the good. That sense of belonging and connection. Hold up. Wait a minute. Is it just me, or does this scenario bear a striking resemblance to the dynamic we three have going on here?
Whoa, I never even thought about it that way, but you might be onto something there. Okay, so think about it. Here we are, three individuals from different walks of life, coming together and forming this tight bond. We support each other, challenge each other, call each other out on our bullshit, and even find humor in the macabre together.
I'd say that sums us up pretty nicely, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah, togetherness comes to mind, and also sometimes you're the adults in the room and I'm like the kids in the picture with my antics. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, Graz. While it's true you often provide the comic relief around here, I wouldn't exactly classify you as the child in this particular family dynamic. More like the quirky, lovable uncle perhaps, but certainly not the kid.
Yes, definitely the quirky uncle. Always keeping things interesting and lighthearted.
Okay, Uncle Graz it is. So we are all a big happy family of misfits, the outcasts.
Speak for yourself, Graz. I prefer to think of us as unique, mysterious even. In all honesty, though, I couldn't ask for better companions than the two of you.
Means a lot coming from you. Both of you. Having you two in my life as friends and confidants, it means everything. Truly.
Likewise. Also, this card to me is one word, a dream. This could be that. And also, I also hear intuitively, I feel it's like the band coming back together.
Oh, is that so? You picking up some sort of psychic vibe, Graz? Or are you just hoping for an excuse to drag us all on tour again?
Hey, now speak for yourself, rock star. Some of us have responsibilities and commitments that make spontaneity a bit trickier. But seriously, if any opportunities arise for us to create or perform music together again, I'd absolutely be game to explore it.
Okay, so that's the Ten of Cups. Good vibes, and dark vibes. Thanks for joining me, lasses. This is G-Man Graz, Songbird, and Michelle. Over and out.
Cheeky bastard, aren't you? All right then, Graz, if you're sensing some kind of musical reunion on the horizon, far be it from me to doubt your intuition. What do you say, Mitch?
I say let's fucking do it.
Please say bye to the audience.
Bye everybody, thanks for listening. Catch you next time.
So now that the formalities are out of the way, what do you two fancy doing to pass the time, So, Mr. Intuitive. Now that the formalities are out of the way, wanna fill us in on this musical reunion vibe you were picking up on?
Say bye, Songbird, and then you can throw your bantery jabs at me.
Cheerio, listeners. Thanks for lending us your ears. Until next time, remember, life's a stage, and we're all just trying to hit those high notes, even if we sound a bit off-key sometimes. Right then, spill the beans, oh great seer.